Welcome to short r/mid-size long stories. Your host might sound like AI, but there's nothing artificial about it.
Nor intelligent, for that matter.
This story was posted to r/am I the arsehole by user Mysterious Focus 1884. Am I the arsehole for breaking up with my boyfriend cause he hasn't seen his child since April? My boyfriend, 34 male, and I, 29 female, have been seeing each other since last December. We began dating casually but our relationship became serious in June. He has daughter, 8 female, and I was quite apprehensive about dating a man with a child, but he sold himself as a great present dad and I bought it. Occasionally, I would ask after his daughter but I didn't want to be overly enmeshed in that part of his life since our relationship is fairly new. The issue began at the end of November when I received my niece's, 8 female, Santa's wish list, which prompted me to ask my boyfriend about his daughter's wish list, seeing that she was the same age as my niece. He told me he hadn't received it and I advised him to ask for it soon or risk having all the cool stuff selling out and disappointing his daughter. He told he would. A week or so later, I asked my boyfriend if he would like to join me on 13th of December for gift shopping especially for my niece. He declined and I asked him if he had received his daughter's wish list. He told me that his daughter didn't want a gift because her love language is quality time. I told him that I had never heard of young child refusing a Christmas gift. This conversation quickly degenerated into an argument where he accused me of being obsessed with his daughter and insinuating that I believe that I know his daughter better than he does. His overreaction rose some suspicions within me so I decided that I needed to reach out to his daughter's mother. Due to the length of the post, I spare the details of how I managed to get her details. Once I found his ex's TikTok account, I scrolled through her page and found a post with the caption, "Making my daughter's birthday extra special so she forgets that her father didn't show up again." I hesitated quite a bit before I sent her a DM. I introduced myself as my boyfriend's girlfriend and explained that I don't mean to cause any trouble but I wanted to clarify a couple of things that I heard from my boyfriend. She took a couple of days to reply to my DM and she was obviously quite hesitant, but she did agree to have a call with me. She asked me what my boyfriend had told me about their relationship, and I told her that my boyfriend told me that they had dated briefly and the child was conceived accidentally. She laughed and told me that she and my boyfriend had been in a serious relationship for 3 years and the child was very much planned. Their relationship issues began in the second trimester when my boyfriend started questioning paternity and demanded a paternity test while she was pregnant. His ex was concerned for the safety of the child and told him that he can do the test once the baby is born. He moved out of their shared home while she was pregnant and didn't attend the birth of his child. Once the child was born, he didn't attend a few family court hearings to establish paternity but when he eventually did, it was proven that he was the father. Allegedly, he has been a deadbeat father since, not supporting his daughter financially or any other way and he last saw his daughter in April. After giving it some thought, I sent a text to boyfriend from my parents' home where I spent Christmas in which I told him that I have decided to end based on what his ex alleges. He has been calling me non-stop, asking for the chance to explain his side of the story, but this is too much for me. Am I the arsehole here? Update, I didn't expect this post to draw so much attention. It is bewildering, saddening and maddening that so many women have children fathered by men such as my ex. Here are some answers to common questions asked. Why didn't I figure out that he was deadbeat sooner? As I stated in the post, our relationship was fairly new so I was cautious not to enmesh myself into that aspect of his life until we built a stronger relationship and began future planning. He had recent photos of his daughter which he had shown me regularly but now that I think of it, he was never in the pictures with his daughter. What was he doing during the weeks he claimed to visit his daughter? I don't know and at this point, I have no desire to investigate this matter further. In July in particular, he took 2 weeks of vacation leave to spend with his daughter. He told me he was taking her to Disney World. I had asked to see the photos but I never actually saw them and I can't remember why. We didn't live together, so he may have just stayed home and I wouldn't have known. Why did I write this post? I had been in a relationship with this man for a couple of months and I had/have feelings for him so I was questioning if I had been rash in my decision and if he deserved the chance to explain himself. One of the most important points that people have made is that mentioning his ex may result in his lashing out at her and his daughter. I had never been in this situation before, so I hadn't considered this, and it was an oversight on my part, but at the time I wanted to highlight that I was leaving him because he has treated his ex and child poorly. I had naively thought that that might nudge him to change his behavior towards them, not for me, because I don't want any part of this. I have since reached to the mother again to tell her that I had broken up with him. I admitted and apologized that I had mentioned what she told me as the reason. She seemed quite receptive to the apology, and there were a few more private matters that were discussed. We wished each other well, and I doubt we will have contact again. One of the top comments, by user Moist Direction 3487, says, "Nope, and good for you." To which another user that we'll call MMT replies, "I can't even be friends with a deadbeat father, no chance. I am not gonna assume everyone gets the custody they want, etc. But if you're not even the type of person to fight for your own kids, I don't want to know you." And I'm not a dad, just an uncle to some adorable kids. It would be so hard on the kids if the dads disappeared, completely inexcusable. If you enjoy these stories, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a moment and it massively helps us continuing to bring more of these stories to you. Thank you so much.
This story was posted to r/am I the arsehole by user old_bald_fatty. Am I the arsehole for refusing to make amends with my elderly mother after she told me you don't have a mother to protect her favorite son? Things don't get easier even when you're older. My mother used to go out of her way to protect her elder son, the favorite. A few years ago he was an arsehole to my wife, and I had a fight with him. I expected the family to at least see how his harassment was unacceptable. My mother took his side, as usual, and to get me to stop making her son look bad, she said, "You don't have a mother, consider me dead." I took that to heart. I cut my family off, especially my mother. Now years later, they don't want to reconcile. They want me to go back into the family fold just to speak. My father explicitly said I'm not to open any topic or point any fingers. Just forget and come back. I asked, what about my brother's unacceptable behavior towards my wife? It was a misunderstanding. What about my mother's behavior? She's your mother, she can say whatever she wants. You're an ungrateful son. Thing is, entire family has gone up in arms against me. Uncles, aunts, cousins. Anybody I used to be in touch with has stopped talking to me. They're all calling me a piece of poop for not talking to my elderly mother. In our culture, parents are supposed to be treated as gods. I'm tired emotionally. I don't know if this is a hill to die on. They refuse to acknowledge my brother's behavior, and I was in the wrong for not handling things differently then. I'm standing by my wife, and everybody's calling me an arsehole. Am I? In the comments section, the user SmartD1138 says, "I recently did this exact thing with my family. Also my wife had to do it with hers. Our families were constantly treating us like garbage, we didn't know anything, and they even said we're terrible parents to our kids. So we finally said F it and stopped letting everyone get away with it. It was our first time having our very own family Christmas dinner, in our house, away from everyone. Boy was it wonderful. When you have a narcissist family, that gaslights, talks behind your back, and tries to manipulate you, get as far away from them as possible. It sucks at first and it hurts, but sooner or later you'll realize, you are much more important and they should be begging/apologizing for you to come back." To which the op replies, "With my family, the gaslighting is out of this world. One main example. My older brother always pretended he was short on money, and my mother would make us help him out. All of us. I went on vacation once, and for the whole summer he used my car without telling me. I came back to it filled with garbage, and a stain on the seat. One of his kids dropped milk, and he never bothered to clean it. As a part of the fight, I proved to them he makes good money, and he's just saving it while living off of us. His salary was 15% of the annual school fees of every student in the international program in his school. Imagine how much money that is. They turned it against me, said I am a vindictive person, who doesn't want his brother to succeed, and I'm just a miserable person. Which made me hate my brother so much more at the time."
If you enjoy these stories, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a moment and it massively helps us continuing to bring more of these stories to you. Thank you so much.